Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm here with my buddy John, and we're reviewing the Judd Apatow comedy special on Netflix.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's what they always do on the Joe
McHale
show.
Dun-dun. Or it just like remind me of, oh God, Law and Order. Dun dun. No, but that's different from Netflix. Well, anyway, the Judd Apatow, The Return. I guess that's his very first stand-up special. It's been a dream of him because he used to work as stand-up in the comedy clubs before.
Right.
But that's like his very first televised special. And it was really funny. And the very first time I really heard of Judd Apatow was Freaks and Geeks on NBC. And I found out, and then he did a show on Fox called Undeclared, which was a big flop. But I thought Undeclared was hilarious. It seemed like I was the only one who watched the show. And then, well, when Freaks and Geeks, I remember seeing it. I mean, it got canceled, but there was more episodes. And on the Family Channel, I think it was the Fox Family, or it had to have been a Family. They showed episodes, but they bleeped out stuff, and they showed like the episodes that got canceled. So I remember seeing all those. I love Freaks and Geeks. That was fantastic. And the Undeclared was a show on Fox that got canceled. And then I remember seeing a couple of reruns on IFC. I found that guy that was in there, the British-speaking guy, was the guy that went on to be on Sons of Anarchy.
Right.
Yeah. Well, anyways...
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, Pacific Rim. And so many things, and he's done so many movies after that, 4-Year-Old Virgin, Anchorman.
Well, that's when I started. I heard of Freaks and Geeks, but I never watched it.
Yeah.
And then, like the 40-Year-Old Virgin and his other movies, so I watched that, then I went back, and I can't remember if I rented them from Netflix and watch Freaks and Geeks and Undeclared, and I like those shows a lot, too.
Very good.
But he was already on his way, on the rise. And he used to write for a Larry Sanders show with Gary Shandling.
Yeah. And then John surprised, he said, well, I mean, according to his thing, he was doing stuff in like the early 80s, too.
Yeah, he was showing like he hung out with Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey.
And he like did interviews, and then he never like released them. That was just for his own entertainment, I guess. And then you said something that surprised. He helped, one of the best shows on Fox no one remembers was the Ben Stiller Show. And he was one of the co-creators, I believe, of that.
Yeah, and I never saw that.
The Ben Stiller Show was funny. I mean, I was telling everybody about Ben Stiller. I was like, Shrek the Show. Just like when I like Jim Carrey, I was talking to people about the Duck Factory. No one watched that damn show. He was a car. That was before you hit the real big.
Yeah, I think you and I are probably a few people have seen it.
Yeah, the Duck Factory. John,
and I forgot about it, even like when Living Color came out. I forgot about the Duck Factory by then.
Well, I bought a DVD. I mean, I bought a VHS from Big Lots, and it had like Mary Tyler Moore shows on it. And, like 2 episodes. I bought a Duck Factory video cassette. It had like 2 episodes. I thought it was really fun.
Or it was Living Color first. I can't remember, but
no,
yeah.
I mean Living Color was after. I mean, because he did. Well, I remember, we went over and we saw that. Jim Carrey's stand-up special on, not stand-up, but when he was on the Tonight Show, we laughed so bad, we had to keep down and wake your brother up, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, at John's house way back in middle school. And then I thought he was a big thing on the right. I think he did a Canadian comedy special. He did the Duck Factory, and then he started the movie One Spittin', and then he had like small roles in like, well, Peggy Sue Got Married or something, which I've never seen. And,
it was all right. But yeah, Judd Apatow used to work with those guys. Yeah. And I kind of, he said he could tell those guys were going to make it big, so he didn't think he would. So he got away from it. But also when he and Adam Sandler tried out for a new show that Jim Henson was doing, and neither one of them got the job, but Henson wanted to buy all of Apatow's material, but told him, I don't want you on the show because you lack warmth. Yeah, you lack warmth. Which he says, that's kind of devastating hearing that from Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I know. And it was really, I mean, I was fascinated to see, because like I said, I never heard of him really till Freaks and Geeks, and then hearing all this stuff that he's been around for a long time in the comedy club. I mean, like with Richard Jennings, I remember he ended his life early because he was upset he was still playing the improv. He thought he'd be more famous by now. But I'm glad Judd Apatow didn't do that and got into like TV and stuff like that. I don't know why.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe he didn't have a knack for writing or something. I don't know.
Well, that's interesting though, because like, he was a writer, and sometimes those guys start out that way. Like, I didn't know who Conan O'Brien was, and like, why is he taking over a talk show? But he wrote for The Simpsons, and then Louis C.K. used to write for Conan, and then he became big.
Yeah.
But some of these guys who used to write for TV shows that, or like Laugh-In, there's a lot of people who used to write for Laugh-In and went on, or Smothers Brothers, and
it was fantastic. I mean, we're way off topic with the comedy special, but the comedy special is really it's really great. You know, he puts a lot of his life experience. He shows some old photos with the president, him in college after he drank too much, and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's very entertaining. He imitates his daughter's son. He just talks about regular stuff, but he does it in a very funny way. It's really entertaining.
Yeah, and then as a topper, we watched his episode of Comedian's Car Getting Coffee, which he did some of the same jokes, but he also got a little background, how like after his parents got divorced, his mom got a job at a comedy club.
Yeah.
And because she knew that he would like it, and he would work there too, and then that's how he really seemed like he started getting involved in stand-up, but then went on to writing and directing.
Yeah. And when you said he did their parents got divorced, he did a poem he wrote when I was little about divorce and stuff like that. And it's one thing, like I said, don't worry, I'm rich, and you don't have to worry about it. He felt bad for the lady, though. But I mean, he was talking about his pitch for the Mets or something like that, and he mentioned the awful pitch that 50 Cent did, which is so hilarious. I have to look up his pitch on YouTube, maybe we can find that. But I mean, I really like the show. I give it a full-on 10 on 10. It's very entertaining, very funny. And the Jerry Seinfeld Comedian the Cards with Coffee gets a 10 out of 10 too. Because you get more of the background and stuff. And then Jerry Seinfeld had a very unique laugh whenever they did that. And they had they went to a place, a 101 coffee shop where they had chocolate milkshakes and hamburgers for breakfast.
And they show like all these photos of different comedians that have been there and stuff, so it was kind of neat.
Yeah, and they said always avoid doing the toilet shot and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was a picture of Jay Leno squatting on a TV. It looks like he's sitting on a toilet taking a dump.
But it's like, it seemed like stuff Jay Leno would do, But I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
Me too.
So, I guess that's about it. So until next time, everybody, please take care of my Legion. Oh, and also, I'm sorry, we were talking about Alex Wilson and about the movie Bonsai Brain. It was so cool. We saw him at Mill Creek Mall at the food court.
Right.
And stuff, so that was neat. We got to talk to him some, too.
Alrighty.
Okay. Take care of my Legion.